KKHT wants you to meet three of the classiest guys in real estate.
I am Chris Kelso, the maestro of mortgage.
I am Rob Cook, the godfather of real estate.
And I'm Joe Orsack, the king of credit swing. And together, we're
the Real Estate Rat Pack.
Much like us, real estate right now is smoking hot. So whether it's buying, selling, or owning, you need to check out the Real Estate Rat Pack.
They're here to take your calls and answer your questions live. Call now, 1-800-808-5548. And now, the Real Estate Rat Pack!
That's the 2015 version.
Whether I want it or not.
Whether you want it or not.
Now with goat stereo added, it's beautiful.
It
I
makes
listened
it
to that
great.
now the last couple weeks that it's been there. That's been pretty awesome.
Well, Happy New Year's to you both. This is our first show of 2015.
First show of 2015. Gonna be a great year, by the way.
It is, and you had a big goal hit this year.
Absolutely, a very big goal. You know, one of the things I always tell everybody is it's important to do goal setting, and I'm always a big believer in also not only doing goal setting, but putting something very big out there to obtain, and also attaining it with your business partners is extremely important.
I am going to start setting goals this year.
You start setting
Is that your goal? Wow.
Yes.
So I want to do a shout out to Lois Darmus, who is one of our past guests on the
Lois!
show. Hello,
Lois.
That was me
And she
shouting
and her
out.
husband Brian just did a fabulous party out there at the Japanero in the city center. down in
Japanero.
Sugarland.
That is correct.
Oh, it's great sushi.
Yes.
It was
Great sushi and
great
tamales.
sushi. Well, I don't know if they had
Awesome. Japaneros.
We got
Why does that sound Spanish to me? I think it's the narrow part of it or something. I don't know. De Niro.
and so I digress.
Japa De Niro. That's one of those impersonators.
We have a great show today.
We have a great show. We have the ladies from Kingwood Humble in the house.
In the house, and we have we have Megan Latour.
Yes.
That is correct.
We have Tirsa Smith.
And
then
we
we've
have
got
Angie Stockton.
Hello.
Down the end.
That is correct.
So welcome, ladies.
Both of them saying hello nowhere near a microphone.
You know, it's always great.
We're
to
not
start-
making it up, people. They are here, I promise.
Always great to start the new year with three lovely ladies in the studio with the Rat Pack.
You know, a couple of times we've had way too much testosterone in the studio. I'm so,
Oh, yes.
so happy that we can balance
I'm
that out a little bit. It just get too
Thankful
much.
that we're doing some makeup around here.
Yes, indeed, indeed, and we're doing a good job at it too. So Megan, welcome to the show. Tell me who you are with, how you got there, and
what you currently do.
what you currently
What
do.
I currently do. Hi, Houston. So I am currently with JLA Realty.
Which is our friend John.
John
Walton.
Altic.
John Altic out
And
there.
by
You know,
the way-
John, if you're listening, you need to call in, by the way. We want to hear from you, buddy.
John, you know, Tirsa and I, we're going to be fighting over Megan pretty quickly here, so I just want you to know it. So you better get yourself down to the studio. Anyway, you got into real estate. What were you doing prior to real estate?
I did a number of things. Mainly, I worked in accounts payable for a construction company.
And that would be your father's construction company?
Correct.
And what's the name? We'll give him a cheap plug.
We'll give him a great plug.
And
Triple B Construction
Triple B
Services.
Construction. Okay, we can send
First
him an
one.
invoice now. The first invoice of 2015.
There you go, yeah. But yeah, so I did accounts payable, and then I worked in a leasing office for a little bit, and then I got into real estate.
Yeah, and you primarily worked at Kingwood area, is it specifically
Kingwood, Huffman, yeah. I
Okay.
grew up in Huffman. So.
Okay, two Huffman residents here then.
Yes.
Wow, awesome. So, and I don't even know a whole lot about Huffman. Tell me what the market's like up there.
Native Huffmanians.
Huffmanians. It's good. Just like anywhere in Houston. I grew up in the Commons, so big lots out there and lots of stuff happening. So
You know, one of the things I don't think most people know, I mean, especially, you know, when I first moved to Houston, I didn't really know the difference between, you know, Kingwood, Humble, Huffman, Atascocita.
Oh, you left the H
Yes.
off.
What?
humble.
Humble.
Later, we're going to go into Houston.
Yes.
I got to visit
Houston,
a friend of mine at
yeah,
the
you gotta-
hospital.
as well.
You got the H out of there.
Yeah, that is correct. You got to get the H out of there.
He's my
But-
Omi.
But hey, watch out. But you know, let us know a little bit sort of how that is up there. You know, what does that sort of look like? I mean, you know, for the person who's coming into Houston, you know, what is that like up there? I mean, is it really one big city, or is it truly, you know, separated out, or how would you describe it?
Well, we recently got running water.
Oh, come on now. I don't think it's much different than Houston. It's a lot less traffic.
Less traffic.
Yeah, so you get out of the hustle and bustle of downtown Houston. but everybody still is great up there. Market's great up there.
Right. Mm-hmm. And a lot of stuff going on, especially, we hear about Generation Park coming online
Yes.
right now. A lot of stuff going on over there, especially on the Beltway side of things. And that really impacts a lot of the Humble, Atascocita area
Right.
of that growth. I mean, how are you seeing those type of things over there right now?
Making everything crazy. Making everything crazy. Everything's growing and lots of stuff coming in, commercial, restaurants, shopping,
Yep, a
all
little bit of
kinds of
everything.
stuff coming in, yeah.
It's one of the things is, we have an office up there in the town center area right there in Kingwood. Let me tell you, it's amazing to see just what's going on northeast, southwest of that area, like I said, where our office is right there. I mean, you go up on the north off of 59, absolutely some great growth going on. You've got obviously the new 99 or what's
Yes.
called the Grand Parkway coming in. You go down south and you've got everything going on, down over mentioned right there as far as the Generation Park. And then you have also Kingwood proper, still a lot of stuff going on
Oh, yeah.
within
The
Kingwood
livable
proper.
forest.
The livable
Yes.
forest, and I don't think what most people realize is, when you look about oil and gas in Houston, a lot of it started off right up in that area. I mean,
Well, Professor, tell us about that.
well, I'm probably
It
not
all
the
began
best
with
one.
the
yes.
dinosaurs.
But yeah, the dinosaurs 10 million years ago.
Depression in the.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So oil basically what it does is when it's in the ground.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, fossil fuels, by
Yes,
the way.
really?
Yes,
Thank you.
That is correct. So just for all those who don't know, it's called fossil fuels because dinosaurs, when they passed away and they decomposed underneath the earth, that's sort of what happened.
That brings
right
us
there,
up
yeah.
to the Mesozoic period.
So you see, Joe does know his stuff.
He's just grabbing names.
The-
I
then-
just fake stupidity so I can.
Show-
Then
Showboating.
industrialization
Have a
came
radio
around.
show.
Yeah, but you have the old you have the old Humble Oil Corporation or
Yes.
company, right? Which is also known as Esso, which is now known as really ExxonMobil is today. But that was really one of Houston's first main growth, main areas, drivers of oil and gas that nowadays obviously dominates Houston's landscape overall. But really, that time frame, many, many, many years ago, that was very strong out there. That's really what started Houston and Humble.
So, Megan, are you seeing a lot of people who are moving in from out of the country, out of the state, coming into that area and they're working for oil companies or ancillary companies to oil?
Yeah, we have a lot of, I would say, overflow from the Woodlands with Exxon moving over in there.
Exxon's moving to the Woodlands?
I'm sorry.
Really? I'm just.
I was about to say, did I get it wrong?
Don't actually,
Do that to me.
actually, the campus is actually in Spring. It's not in the.
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes.
So don't make her feel bad.
And then
I was just messing with you on that.
I don't need that. I don't need that this morning. So we've got a lot of people that because the Spring and Woodlands area is kind of crowded. The traffic
Right.
on 45 is terrible. So moving out towards Kingwood, you still get the nice area, but without the traffic. Again, just like getting out of
Except
downtown
for Kingwood
Houston.
Drive. Have you been on Kingwood Drive in the morning?
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah,
takes
I
about an
know.
hour to get to 59. But once you get to 59, you're good.
Yeah. Well, and then with 99 coming in, that's going to help a lot too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I already-
Now you mentioned you worked for a construction company. Triple D B did a lot of that
Chris tries
raising.
to talk. Take two.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Did a lot of that work, or did some of that work, right, to be able to clear out some of those areas for was the Parkway? Was it
Well, they did the clearing work for the Generation Park.
the Generation
So,
Park?
yeah,
Okay.
For 99, I know they've had different areas.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure what areas, but I'm sure they've had their hand in some of it.
It's pretty neat though, because if you go on that north side where you see where 99 is going to actually come in, if you actually there's actually a YouTube video you can go out there and follow in a helicopter, and it takes you all throughout what that's going to look like. It's pretty impressive, and it's really fast. I mean, relatively speaking, right now to get from Kingwood to the Woodlands, it's not that bad. You take that 1314 on the north side, cut right across over there, and it's going to be even easier once the Parkway is in.
Now, the Parkway is going to go to 45 at the end of this year. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Now, and then it's going to go over to 59 from there.
I think
They're working on that.
I think
are you
they're
talking about
actually
completion?
working on it, but I still think it's
Yeah.
not scheduled until 2017,
Well,
end of 17,
that was my
maybe.
question. If anyone knew about the answer. to
That's
that
right.
question.
I think it's either late 17 or early 18.
And it's going to be all toll road at that point.
It'll be all toll road. That is correct. It'll be a toll road, which they'll continue to increase the fees on, like they're doing right now.
Yeah, that's one of Chris's favorites.
Yes,
let's talk
exactly.
toll roads.
Chris,
The
let's
Toll
talk
Road
toll
Authority.
roads. No, let's not do that.
I am sure that after the road is paid for, they're going to get rid of the toll.
Yes,
no.
exactly, right?
No, actually,
Yeah.
they passed a referendum about 15 years ago that is never.
Look,
gonna
a
pay off.
unicorn.
Yes, a unicorn. That's right. That's almost as good as seeing a chicken up at this level. We're thinking about you, Renee Davy. Anyway, when people are coming and buying up there, other than being transferred to the area and they're new to the area, what draws people to that area? What made her think?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
exactly.
made me think. I really think to get away from the traffic, because Houston is so congested. I mean, right here in front of the Galleria makes me want to pull my hair out just sitting in the car in that area. It's terrible.
And you have a lot of hair.
It's terrible. So that would be my biggest thing. Is it's still comfortable living out there with shopping and lots of restaurants, but you don't have to deal with the everyday bumper to bumper traffic.
Yeah, well, we do have that, and of course, Chris, you
Yep.
go through that all the time because you're always going from the city center out to Kingwood. To go
That
to
is
your
correct.
office.
You know, I travel, and Joe said this all the time. I mean, I think 59, and Joe hates when I say this on air because he's the only way to discover it, but 59 is one of those freeways
Best kept
that is
secret.
at best kept secret
Oh
in
my
Houston.
gosh,
Let me
yes.
tell you, it is absolutely incredible. I mean, I will do anything I can to cut over to 59 to go up and down that corridor right there because it is so easy. It's very low traffic. Great people drive up and down it. You know, and I can tell you this also. I mean, the Kingwood, Humble, Atascocita, a lot of great people. I mean, you know, a lot of really, really good people.
Yeah, we got
Everyone
friends
knows.
right
Yeah,
here.
everyone knows each
There you go.
other. You know, we all hang out. We all do stuff together. It's really a sense of community up there.
One thing
And,
that when I moved to Humble in '85, and it was 2 lanes. 59 was 2 lanes, one coming, one going, and 1960 was 1 lane on each side coming and
Oh,
going.
yeah.
I think there may have even been a red light at 59 in 1960. I could be wrong.
Wow.
But the one thing that's still kind of evident, it feels like it's losing it a little bit now because of such an explosion out in that area, but there was still a strong sense of a small town community.
Right.
And that was very much alive. In fact, there used to be a little bit of a joke about how the true Humble citizens didn't want to cross over 59 to shop at the mall, and they would only shop on the east side of 59.
Oh.
So that was a big prevalent feeling in that area that I always really enjoyed. Did this small town kind of a feel while still having access to all the amenities.
Yeah, when we talk about marketing, things like that, we always talk about these little throwaway magazines, things like that.
Right.
In Houston, they're not nearly as effective because people are so used to it. But in the smaller areas and communities like that, people wait for those things to come out
Right.
so they can see what's going on in their
Right.
community. So there is a small town sense to that area. So I think
I would
that's
thoroughly agree.
Very, very attractive.
I think
And- And let me know a little bit about JLA, by the way, because, you know, one of the things I love John to death. Let us know a little bit about JLL Realty.
Tell us the truth about
Yes.
John.
Tell us the
John
truth.
is awesome. JLA Realty is a great place to work, to be a part of. I moved there in about May, I think, and I can't say that I've made a bad decision. So
No, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
He's
very
good
he's
guy.
growing a lot. I think he's opening up out in Katy or
Yeah,
has
we-
opened in Katy.
That is correct. Has Katie.
by the
and-
end of 2015, we're hoping to expand and open 5 new offices.
Well, I keep telling him we're going to buy him when he hits 100. He said, better get your checkbook out. Come about January.
he had an explosive 2014. I know
He
that.
really did.
Yeah,
The-
December of last year, I think he said he had around 22.
Yep.
December this year, we're about at 85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he'll hit
So-
100 pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, and very, very, not only a good individual, good
Rob's
ethical
thumbing through his
individual,
checkbook.
but also just, you know, operates a very efficient organization.
He
so,
does.
you know, and I tell everybody one thing, it's always good to do business with good people.
And John's a very good person.
Yes.
Always there for his agents. You know, anytime you need him, midnight.
Oh, God, his
He's
head's going to be
always
so
there.
swelled now.
Yes,
He's going to
exactly.
be impossible to deal with.
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to know. It's gonna be like to speak with him this week.
I think
you know,
we'll send him an invoice, too.
that
I
is
was just
correct.
going to say, I mean, are we hitting him up for sponsorship or something? What's going on here?
But you know, time flies when you're having fun, and guess what we're up against right
No,
now?
not a break.
15 minutes in, we got to give a break right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. But stay tuned, everybody. We're gonna go on a break. We'll be right back.